Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another exciting episode of G Potty. I'm your host, Kahlo.
I'm in love with you!
Yikes. Okay, simmer down, people. Please. That's not in my job description. And either way, you're all ugly as fuck. And here is today's lucky contestant. Put your hands together for Taro!
Dude, what year is it? Inflation must have... Speaking of inflation... Damn! Alright.
Lucky contestant. Huh? Hijo construido de puro chale, ¿estás aquí con nosotros? What'd you call me? Welcome! Are you ready to play? How did I get here? First, before you pay, you have to spin the wheel! Which will decide your fate of the foreseeable future of this game, and will totally not have any morally gray actions that screw your idea of consequence. Oh, I love spinning things! Wait, what was that last part that you just said? And there we go! You landed on Subject 4. This is something that makes an artist feel accomplished. It is a culmination of a constant rebuilding of structure and meticulous revision that many start and few finish. What is finishing a project? We have a winner! Show us, Yam, what does our lucky contestant earn?
A one-way ticket to a super hot spot where artist dreams come true.
Oh man, I'm finally gonna have my tuition paid and have my own studio! Huh? This stupid stuff. You always said you wanted to be famous. How's that gonna happen if you don't provide any content to get you there? Now sit here and finish this damn series so we can sleep at night for once. Kicking it off, we're starting with anger. From the film, we get the idea that he is the protector of a person's personal peace. Like when you get mad and when stuff doesn't go your way, it throws your groove off and leaves a bitter taste in your mouth. So to combat the intense buffoonery that's tested you, a patch of anger is released to sort of replenish the absolute flashbang of audacity of whatever the world offers to you. At least, that's how I see it. Now, personally, while watching the original movie, to me, he represented, at least symbolically in his design, a blue-collar or office job worker. The typical stereotype pencil pusher filled with underpaid rage. In my first draft, I focused on trying that shape in my sketch. I added the same design, but it actually just kind of felt like I copied it from the movie and didn't pertain anything personal to me or my anger at all. Listen guys, the way I be releasing this anger is childish as hell. Yeah, you best believe you're getting drawn in crayons, getting eaten by sharks or something. Or like throwing and breaking stuff around my backyard to release tension. Small input here, so YouTube doesn't like strike me or anything. This is sarcasm. I'm not threatening or causing harm to my viewers or people in general. Please don't come for me. Anyways, I took that into consideration while tackling my second attempt at constructing my anger. I went for something more angsty, or at the very least, pointier than the film's anger. Going by this fact, I'd like to think that my anger is more akin to an emo little punk dude, with a custom ripped up tee and painted on bleach design and bandaged hands for all the tantrum he throws in headquarters. Despite the size, anger isn't one of the main emotions, but definitely in the rotation. Out of 9, I'd say they're in the center, being 5th on the console. I'm definitely easy to peeve, but full-blown anger is pretty rare and is usually paired with anxiety, which I'll get into later when we tackle that little goober. To give an example of my easy to annoy nature, here are some of my biggest pet peeves that could easily trigger this little fella. My art not coming out the way that I want. Separately, but not guaranteed correlation, art block. Tangled headphones, which is why I switched over to Bluetooth. Slow walkers in my way of getting somewhere. Just like the hallways back in high school, somehow y'all just tend to spawn in local lobbies where I need to haul ass. Like, the percentage spawn rate is 100% when I have to shit in a mall and the world decides to release the army of snails into the food court, right where the closest bathroom is. Where do y'all come from? People touching my stuff without permission, sticky fingers are not welcome. People who sit next to me to watch me draw, and no, I'm not saying it's some holy privilege to watch me draw. I'm specifically talking to those people. And you don't even know who you are because you think your presence is like an ethereal substance and you don't exist on this plane. Well, newsflash, pal, ya do. And guess what? You're pissing me off. And I can hear y'all in the comments, but Taro, you should expect people to watch what you do. Your art's really good. Isn't that why you stream? Yeah, in the comfort of my own home, in solitude, not with Sweatback Mountain down my back. And yeah, listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, usually people like that have never heard of deodorizing in their life. So, hope that paints a picture enough to cover my case. People who lack active listening as a skill, you know what, just add stupid people as a whole to the list. Stupid people just make me angry, and I think that goes for everybody. And any and all Donkey Kong Country Return levels that use the rocket. I still haven't gotten to the final boss because of it, and I refuse to use Super Kong AI because then it's not fully cleared level by me, and I don't have a full clean run, and the AI will not do it for me. I have standards. I am the abominable human spirit. Okay. Got a little crazy there. But yeah, in the end, those are all peeves. My true anger is a lot different reacting than that. Some may say that there's two wolves in my anger. I'm sorry. Let me lock in. Here's the finished piece of anger. I hope you like it. When I first began to draft designs for Disgust, I leaned more on the movie's depiction of her more fashion diva vibes. However, the more and more I tried to find a similar sassy fashion aesthetic, the more I realized it wasn't really me as a person. Sure, I think the styles on the Pinterest mood boards I looked at were cool, but it wasn't me. Like, I am not gonna try and dress like a fancy Western aristocrat. What the fuck was I thinking? So due to my lack of fashion sense or experience at the time, and also being burnt out from designing, I stepped away from making their design and worked on others. Yes, the reason this video is late is mainly because Disgust Design was making me fight my inner demons. Call me Duke the way I'm kabooming these fits. In any case, I dropped the design completely and stepped away from designing anything related to this as a whole, and went on with my semester. Ironically, in doing so, through my experiences, I began to find more of a personal style that I liked, and thus Disgust finally began to have a corporeal form in my noggin based on my style. Now, I know from my super simplified persona, I'm always in PJs and scruffy hair, but I've recently become super into Decora aesthetics and I Spy core. Lots of primary colors and random little clips for my hair. However, how I dress genderly differs between days. Some days I'm super preppy and feminine, others I'm more multi-layered androgynous. So I decided what better way to display half and half than with two halves. I took heavy inspiration from Joel Guerra's character, Enna, from his series, well, Enna. I love Enna so much, and their design is super colorful and funky and matches the general vibe of what I want to give off with how I dress. So I gave them the iconic overall shorts, a turtleneck, with one side being asymmetrical to the other, with bangles on their wrists, similar to the kind of candy that I wear daily, and an abundance of hair clips, but simple enough that they don't overbear the other characters in my lineup. This emotion is one of the head operators of the council, being number 3 after sadness. I'm a very picky person, and no, not with food. I love broccoli. Riley Anderson's on some crack to not like steamed broccoli. With some salt, pepper, a little bit of butter. Girl, yes! Spectacular! Give me 14 of them right now! While not with food, definitely with fashion. I'm a very, very picky person with how I dress now after being exposed to Decora, and I kind of think that it's like a self-healing way of loving myself that I didn't get before. So I treat it with the utmost respect because I'm treating myself with respect, which you should all do too. Go look in the mirror and say, I respect myself, and scream it loud so that your neighbors can look at you weirdly. Things that trigger disgust. Saliva. I hate spit. Did you know that the human bite is one of the deadliest? If untreated, you could die in days, chat. Days? What? We have 500 species of bacteria that live in our mouth that can lead to hepatitis or herpes. And y'all want to swap spit. Get out of here with that. Babies is next on the list, and no, I'm not gonna go on and punt a child like a college quarterback on steroids as soon as it comes into my line of vision. However, in reference to pet peeve number 1, saliva. These little flesh balls are full of them. Also crying and screaming and pooping themselves. Baby things. Do I hate them for that? No, 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 no. Can I find it disgusting? Yes. Listen, the homeless people do the same thing, but you don't call them cute. Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't know, man. They're just gross and always smell like powdery milk does. They're gross. They're just gross. I don't like them. Something crunchy in a soft food like mashed potatoes or like something sweet and then just out of nowhere just that has to be a form of assault somewhere. People who smell like unwashed ass. Looking at y'all who don't wear deodorant, stop assaulting my nose with your idea of natural cleanser. The only thing natural about it is how natural that stank comes out of you. Step away, please! Bugs. Any and all, I don't care. No pass on butterflies or ladybugs. No, the bugs are bad, and I want them out of my house. Except for spiders. But spiders are erected, and they kill bugs. And no, I'm not going to be cuddling up with an arachnid either. But I appreciate their service. They just need to stay out of my general personal bubble. And we'll be cool. Plus, they kill mosquitoes. Plus 1 on spiders. Thank you for that. And here is my disgust's final design. I hope you like it. Boo! Get it? Cause, yeah. Laugh. Alright, Fear was one of the ones I didn't change much, if at all, from the original Spit draft. My Fear's design has got a helmet and knee pads to brace any potential catastrophe. I wanted to keep the same hyper clean look that the movie had, so I kept the vest but switched the office pants for a plaid skirt because my Fear's a girl! To top it all off, a pair of black reinforced army combat boots. Fear ranks second to last on the board. I mean, I'm not actively seeking the horrors that make me shit myself in real time, like that could physically affect me. So here's some things that trigger fear, I guess, digitally? When I do seek it? Horror movies and the equivalent horror games. I have a love and hate relationship with thrill seeking through media, but like, the stories are fire, so I can't hate them. I just watch other people play them, or, you know, comfort from behind the screen, so I'll watch the videos of the people ghost hunting. I will not partake in it. My mama taught me better. I am afraid of those ghosts. I want no shenanigans with them. Dolls! They're creepy, and I hate them. I think they fall under the uncanny valley spectrum in my brain, and it makes me uncomfortable. Ghosts! This is probably in relation to my fear of dolls and, you know, growing up in a religious household. But I'm a firm believer in the paranormal, 100%. Lastly, the dark. Yes, I am 5 years old. The dark is scary as hell. I don't know what's in it, and frankly, I don't want to know. Unless it's $1 million. Or Santa Claus. If so, how the fuck did you get in my house? And there you have it! Fear's design! Yay! Yeah, that was really fast compared to the other ones. But yeah! I like her a lot. She's my little gooby wooby. Yay! Oh my god, guys, we did it! We finished the main cast. Let's go! Ooh, it's been like a year now. Hi. Up in the mic quality, by the way. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? This is the new microphone I got for Christmas that I barely started using because summer's finally here and I can do stuff with it. I'm trying to get the stream with this working when I connect it to, what's it called? My Nintendo Switch to play Minecraft and stream Minecraft, but I need a monitor. So I'm on the hunt. I'm going to Goodwill's. I'm trying to find monitors that could work. I don't need anything fancy. I just needed to connect it so I could start testing and stuff. And when that happens, I will stream, obviously. Yeah. So it's all a work in progress of getting it. I think I'll be more likely to stream more after doing that, but also like to give you guys content that doesn't take so long because I'm a very slow artist. And also because I have no schedule. But now because I have no schedule, hold on, wait, no. I'm going to make a schedule because I have free time over break. So let's get this show on the road. Let's do this. I'm copiuming for the lack of content for the past couple years, so I'm really padding for time here for you guys. Lovely weather we're having, huh?